Shalom, shalom, back at you with another lesson. First, we're going to give all praises, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, meaning all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus and God. Okay. Baha Rakakwadash and the Holy Spirit. Double honors, salutations to the elders and the apostles. Okay. Sincere shalom, salutations to you, the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for you, and the rest of the elder bishops around the world, you know what I'm saying, the hopeful elect, you know, and shalom, peace and blessings to you hopeful elect members out there, man, okay, whoever you are, all right, which we are the true biblical Israelites according to bloodline, you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigner Gentiles that might look like the heathens. I'm going to leave you out, but you want to get straight into the lesson. I don't really have a topic, but I saved this in my Instagram files the other day. You know, let's play this video. We're gonna sum it up.
If somebody invades America,
okay, and see what we do. Let me get a scripture. Let me get a little scripture. You hear me? Where is that at? It's set up. Let's see. I have set up Watchmen. Okay, we are the Watchmen. All right. Contrary to Christianity, we filter everything through the scriptures, and the ultimate gift is prophecy, which are the tokens that the Bible talk about will be given to the elect to watch. All right. To actually be observing spiritually, all right, the coming of the one who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Okay, because that's one of the most important things, all right? The scriptures say that one of the most important attributes of the Bible is to have the mind of prophecy. That's actually the mind of the one that you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. It tells you that in Corinthians and also Revelation, the 19th chapter. So if you call yourself, which the Bible ain't dealing with Christianity, but if you want to say that, the hopeful body elect are the true Christians, the Hebrew Israelites, according to bloodline. Okay. Okay. Then you have 2/3 of the bloodline Israelites that are not going to make it. Okay. And we were all Gentiles. Okay. But you have to be of the bloodline to be in the running. But let's get this. Because just like a newscaster, you know, or someone that studies astrology, whatever, they're able to see the forecast. All right. You see, and so we are those spiritual watchmen, okay, measuring the times diligently. Okay, so that, okay, you are not ignorant of Satan's devices, and neither are we. All right, but let me get that real quick. Now, where's that at? Okay, 6. I have set, this is Isaiah 62:6, before we get into the video. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Okay. The true people of the Most High. So we're the watchmen. And it's why we come out here to warn our people and to watch. What it means to watch is to, you know, the word watch in the Hebrew is Shemaryah, or one second, whoever this is, you know, to look, to see, to watch, you know, and we're looking at the prophecies, and we filter everything that's happening in the earth, whether we take clips from the news, okay, articles, all right, you know, and if it's valid, you know, social media, we filter it through the scriptures, all right, because we're in a time of a lot of anti-messiahs, okay, as the scriptures say, anti-Christ, which the word Christ just means anointed, anti-anointed people. Okay, and a lot of people actually think they're anointed. All right. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Okay. All right. In a city of peace. All right. And, you know, Lo, I come in the volume of the book is what Yahweh Shai said. All right, the whole book, okay, from the bitter to the sweet parts, it's all prophecy. It's the mind of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And so let's get started to the lesson, because again, we're in a time of anti messiahs, man. Many, okay, and these people they get online and they just spew, okay, just the pride of life, man. Just spewing. All right, the Lord said He's gonna bring down the mighty men of Babylon. Even the mightiest of men, the top gangster, the top billionaire, the top, all of these people are gonna be brought low. All right, and why do you think these billionaires are building bunkers? Meaning that they can't save themselves, or they want to save themselves from some type of event. All right, and they're not telling you what it is, but this is what we're here for. But let's play this. Let me go back. Salaki. Let's play this video.
If somebody invades America, there are no rules of engagement, bro.
For all the non-Americans out there, let me tell you something, okay? We fantasize about this. Forget that America spends more money on defense than any other country in the world combined. We have the largest...
Mind you, you're looking at a nigga with a lip ring. Okay, where they do that at? You westernized, okay, I don't want to say the word on my videos because they be flagging our videos, but you LGBTQRZ members, man. This guy looks like a woman transformer, bro. That's trying to transform into a man. He got a lip ring talking. And then the dude before that, the Jake, okay, he had a goddamn bonnet on his head, which these women wear. So off the top, off the strength, okay, this is a bunch of crap. You American Babylonian men, okay, you're nothing but a bunch of weaklings, man. And like Elder Malcolm always says, this is not the land of the home and the brave. This is the land of the bend over and take it up the rear, man. And we're going to go into this, man. Listen to these motherfuckers talk this shit. You just talk. Okay? All talk. You Babylonian men are all goddamn talk, man. All right? Feminism done okay. It went over your head. All right? You just now waking up because the prophets we've been out here for years, starting with our elders, putting that spirit out here of men standing up and all right, understanding the natural order of the man and the woman. Okay, now you got all these red pill channels which spawned from the prophets, man. Okay, from this truth, from the scriptures. That's why you got these guys bringing out the scriptures on their podcast. But for years, okay, even when I was younger, of course, you had to just, go along to get along. You knew something, but you knew something was off. I knew that a woman wasn't supposed to be over a man. I knew that, okay, my woman was just only supposed to be into me, and I could have more than one woman. It never crossed my mind to want to get married according to this world. Even though I had hooked up with women, I had a child, I never, ever wanted to do no crap like that in this world because I understood instinctively that wasn't it. Okay, getting on one knee and giving this broad a ring and all of that is not substantial in anything, bro. Okay. So let's listen to this guy talk. I just had to start off with that because so many circles and games have been played on the minds of you boneheads over here in Babylon the Great, man. You men. Okay, they just rolled out that jump shot that destroyed a lot of men, women, and children. And one thing about men are supposed to be logic, okay, and question things. The government blew on you people with the CV-19, and you ran and just took a clear injection up the arm, man. No questions asked. And they just came out. I was just watching the brother Mwatazak did a lesson this morning, bringing out, okay, these different scientists that's coming out and spilling the beans, talking about them things. It's still killing a lot of people and has already critically injured or killed a lot of people already. So again, you Babylonian men didn't stand up to that, okay? You didn't protect your children, your families from that. A woman, she's emotional. She's going to get scared and just do whatever she's told. But you men were supposed to step in and say, you know what, something ain't right. We got to come together. We got to band together. Okay. All of these different wars, 9/11. Okay. All of these psyopses, man. A lot of them, you men in Babylon, you still don't have a clue. Okay. All these wars over there in the East, you still think it was about a war on terror. Meanwhile, all of this corruption, okay, the WHO, if you know what that is, the there's another one as well. All right. Operation Lockstep. See, I'm not making this stuff up. Okay. The whole CV-19, that was all a test run for the MOTB system they're going to run out. Okay. And even the most knowledgeable men in this country, you don't hear them speaking on these. You hear some of them speaking, but there's barely, certain people. Okay. But there's not enough to assemble themselves and come together. You got them Europeans, man. They riot, man. They riot and they tear shit down, bro. When shit ain't, here it is. You Americans have the Constitution, and to bear arms, and that was actually instilled, all right, to really to weaponize you against the Israelites, but to keep from a tyrannical government rising up in front of you. Okay, you got weapons. A complete tyranny is taking place, man. All right, they're setting up a one world order. They're setting up, what do you call that? A surveillance state. Operation. What is that? Operation. What's that operation where the C to the I to the A joined with Hollywood? There's so many hypnotism and enchantments and sorceries that's very toxic and poisonous and detrimental and destructive. That has been destructive to the American people. All right. Okay, that this whole thing was just a science experiment, bruh. And you got guys like this, so-called patriotic, okay, that's still talking that shit. And if you was really a patriot, I want to get that definition, but I'm gonna play the video first. If you was really a patriot, you would go against, all right, the tyranny and the wickedness and the corruption that you see starting with your own country. But what it really is, a lot of you FAGs, man, you just want to turn a blind eye because you ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. So let's play this video.
Just civilian army on the planet. Okay, we have more guns than we have people. And it doesn't matter that we're divided right now, because if anyone attacks our country, we will unite so freaking fast. If you attack the United States, you're not just fighting our military, you're fighting all 350.
Nigga, your military is full of LGBTQRZ. These people don't even have common sense. You still trust in the American military. There's nobody there. You got women, you now have women, what do you call them people? Drill sergeants, bro. I just saw it yesterday. This is the end of an empire. Whenever an empire was getting ready to fold, a lot of times Rome, Egypt, they start letting women in high positions. You might as well. This fool acting like, the average American is just a yogurt eating, pizza eating, okay, fucking imbecile, man. Your diets are completely off. Okay, you people ain't even figured it out that they're spraying chemical trails over you every day. You still don't know that, and it's right in the sky. You can look up. This is information that I'm not making up. You can research this. There's already been Edomites, so-called white people, come out and spill the beans. Poison, heavy metals, Okay, so it ain't no coming together like you gonna do something, man. What about that, bro? That stuff is killing you. All of these cancer cases, all right, these terminal diseases that people are showing up at the doctors with, man, is really from all of the poison in the food, bro. It's already been established. They've already brought this stuff out, bro. Okay, but on the left hand, they're still able to deceive you people because you people are chasing a dream, man, and you don't want to wake up. The scriptures speak about that the deceived and the deceiver are the Most Highs, man. He said he will choose your delusion. And you people are so malicious and wicked at the core that the Most High has you in a delusional state until he destroys you, man. All right, which he's, had mercy and blessed the elect with this truth as a form of mercy, as a heads up, as a warning. Okay, as a token. Okay, so you niggas are lost, bro. You just out there, bro. And you get ready to drown.
Million of us.
If somebody invades America,
look at this
there
crime.
are no rules of engagement, bro.
For all the non-Americans out there, let me tell you something, okay? We fantasize about this. Forget that America spends more money on defense than any other country in the world combined. We have the largest civilian army on the planet, okay? We have more guns than...
The average American dude don't even know how to throw a correct punch. It's overweight, goofball, all of these wicked laws and taxes. We tax to death over here. The price of living. You niggas won't even stand up to that. Okay, this is all by design. You won't even you don't even have any understanding of that. You even people that's in the know. Well, hopefully it get better someday. I mean, the basic necessities of life. Okay, they raping, robbing you. They just bending you over, bruh. Okay, at this point. So what the fuck are you talking about? All right, and see, this is you people's world. The elect, we're not of this world. We're not holding on to this place. We're actually hastening the day of this destruction, man, of this place falling apart so that we can enter into our kingdom. All right, tear down this foundation that's up here now, and we're going to build upon it. We're going to build on a new one, bro. We're going to, but this place got to be destroyed because the kingdom of heaven is going to be here on the earth after these kingdoms that are now in place are wiped out. All right, and it's going to happen with this third world's war. And you people are clueless to that. You're clueless to the fact that this is it. That, once this third world war and those missiles are shot off, that's it. That's biblical prophecy. Ain't no 20 years, ain't no 10 years, ain't no 5 years, man. Okay, I don't need to know the hour. The Lord gave us the season, and this is why I started off with that scripture. We're watching. Okay, the MOTB is the last thing that needs to be pushed, and that thing is already being pushed at a low level. All right. But you can see the powers that be are literally stirring up the pot, all right, because they're getting ready to move, okay, with that great wrath, all right, because they know they have a short time. You don't even know that, okay? And this is why the scriptures say pride come before a fall, man, because look at the blankness in his eye, man. You can't even tell him nothing. This is what this guy truly believes. Okay, but you're going to take a great fall. You're going to be very surprised, man. A nigga with a lip ring. What that's synonymous with, bro? Women wear that type of shit when they do shit with their mouth, bro. You damn weirdos over here, man.
We have people, and it doesn't matter that we're divided right now, because if anyone attacks our country, we will unite so freaking fast. If you attack the United States, you're not just fighting our military. You're fighting all 350 million of us.
If somebody...
Nigga, they're attacking you from inside out right now. There's a war on your kids. They had these transformers all in the schools, teaching the children all kind of wicked, perverse doctrine. Where's that, Isaiah 19? The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in this place, man. There's a very perverse spirit in this place, man, where anything goes. You go to the coffee shop and you got to order your shit from a damn transformer. Okay, that should be very offensive to a real man, all right? That a nigga like that, okay, you got to sit up and talk to this clown and act like shit is normal, bruh. Okay, them type of people shouldn't even want to be in your presence without putting their head down, man. Okay, so you men of Babylon are nothing but a damn joke to the world, man. You can't fight. A lot of times these men and these women, they stay children up until they damn 30s, man, because that's what is promoted in this country. You go to these other countries, man, them children at 6, 7 years old are taught how to put a gun together, take it apart, how to fight, how to, high levels of actually being educated for real. Not sitting up watching cartoons and Barney and weird shit on fucking Adult Swim that don't make no sense, man. Okay, they done infiltrated all your movies and your television shows with HOMO behavior. I mean, you guys just bend over and take it right up the rear. You got woman superheroes. Like, who the fuck want to see that shit? You niggas are watching the WNBA. Oh no, man! See, women, they gotta have a time too. Niggas watching women's MMA. What a fucking joke, man. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's start at 11, man. Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Yeah, the Lord's going to, okay, you're going to fuck around and find out. Okay, because a lot of you Americans are still going off of the past, America's past history, or, where, pretty much divided up the whole world and was policing the whole world, and nobody would say a thing. Okay. But you don't know prophecy. Joel, the 3rd chapter, let the weak say I'm strong. All of these nations that were once weak are now saying they are strong, and they're coming up against America. Nobody's afraid of America anymore at all. It's to the point that immigrants, they want to go back home because this place is not it, man. Okay, how has the golden cup, the golden city ceased? Okay, because this place used to be the golden cup in the Lord's hand, not meaning that he was with this place, but that he set this place up, okay, to be, the golden age of America. Okay, that had to come to fruition to get to where we're at in prophecy now. Okay, because originally this place was set up as a prison house to the Israelites. All right, biblically. And a lot of you don't know that. Okay. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. And the word for man is gabar, which means a champion, more precious than fine gold. So this is a parable, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So it's not literally saying a man is going to turn into gold. It means that the men of the Lord, the men who the Most High is dealing with, are going to be the top. Okay, they're going to be the high value men in the earth when it counts, which don't have nothing to do with a bunch of money in a mansion. It's talking about the Most High is going to be with these men, all right, during these times as he brings the evils to this world. Okay, these men are going to be overlooked by the Lord's wrath. Okay, so people are going to see that and be like, damn, why ain't nothing happening to them? How do they look healthy? How are they still eating? Therefore, okay, let's skip down, but because I'm gonna get to the point. All right, this is 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God or Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, so this place is like Sodom and Gomorrah. Also, Revelations 11 and 8 is spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about? Babylon represents America, man. Okay, Babylon means a place of confusion. This place is confusion, man. On one end, they'll tell you there's no God, but then on the other end, you go and you do research. All right. And they got all the dates of, the date this prophet lived and where he was at on the map and, what happened during this time. Why you think they got all these timelines if it wasn't real then? It's confusion, just to bring confusion. And the best way to tell the truth is to a lie is to mix it with the truth. And that's what they do to you people. OK, you got Christians that believe in evolution. That's confusion. OK, the scriptures give you the scientific breakdown of creation. Okay, you people don't know the table of nations. Okay, you're all going by these pseudo false nationalities. Okay, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Hey, you destroyed off the lack of knowledge. How you gonna assemble to do anything? You dumb Americans, man. You don't know anything, man. You don't even know that the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel according to the Bible. You Israelites don't even know that. Because you've all been deceived, okay, by we're not deceived by we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Who is Satan? Okay, you got the spiritual demon Satan, and you got his physical counterpart, which are the Edomites, the so-called white man. Okay, so this place is Sodom and Gomorrah, just a bunch of bisexual women and men. And believe it or not, okay, those are the attributes you'll see in a failing society, like Rome. When Rome fell, okay, the morale of the people fell. So you're weak right now. You Americans are weak right now. And you even you other nations that go as Americans, you're weak because this place is nothing but a land filled with a bunch of abominable people, man. Wicked, idolaters, covetous, sodomites, man. Okay. Let's get to the point now. Now we're going to get to the point of the lesson. Oh, that must be Jeremiah. Yeah, here it is. This is Isaiah 13:6. How ye, meaning that you better cry, you better weep, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty, using the man with the sword, the red horse, Esau, Edom, the red man, the Edomites. He was blessed with the sword, with destruction. He cometh to take peace from the earth. This is why in this video, what are these guys talking about? Destruction. So you people obviously know something is at hand. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Yeah, so every man's heart shall melt, meaning you're not going to have any heart to do what you think you're going to do. Okay, you watch too many goddamn, Hollywood movies. You don't play too many video games. And one example was the CV-19. I remember like yesterday. You had grown men that were scared to death. They wore that mask faithfully because they was afraid of going into the store and getting jumped. Okay, they ran and stuck their arm out. Okay, had no scientific, evidence, nothing. Just okay. Your spirit was weak, because one thing that keeps you demons fueled is wickedness. The demons that's on you, they keep you fueled. I always bring out that scripture in Isaiah. You made a covenant with lies, and that's been your refuge. Those spirits, covenant with death, those demons. But the Most High is disannulling all that. Okay, it's not going to work in you. Okay, this wickedness and this liberty to do evil. Okay, it's not going to work for you anymore. It's been working because you're in a kingdom that rewards wickedness. All right, but the Most High is turning things back right side up, man, because everything has been turned upside down. And it's going to start with the scourges, with these judgments, these plagues, okay, these adversities that's going to put people back into reality, bro. Okay. Therefore shall all hands be faint, meaning weak, and every man's heart shall melt. All right. Again, I remember the CV-19. All right. I was out every day, still handling business. And it was beautiful because you could go in and out the store. You could drive on the streets. There was no traffic. I mean, I was walking around with my head up. The average man would keep their head down because they were weak because of all of their hopes and dreams. They wasn't sure. People were thinking, oh, man, is this the end? Or man, my 4-year plan, what about that? And that's how you people thrive. That gives you your, somewhat, you people heart, because that's all you have. You serve idols. You're vain. It's just like a nigga that wears a suit and drive a Tesla. He's proud as hell. Okay, but if you take everything away from him, okay, he'll hang his head low. All right, he won't have any confidence without a beautiful woman next to him. See, you people, your strength is in vain things, and the Most High is getting ready to snatch this shit from you people. So the times that we're coming into, all we need is one good event. And it don't even have to be that bad. Because, again, the CV-19, that wasn't something that, you men over here were supposed to be afraid of. Afraid of what? Niggas was running the church. I mean, you were literally scared. I saw it with my own eyes. You can mess with people and be like, yes, the end of the world. Nigga, eyes get big. Okay. And they shall be afraid. This is 8. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. Pangs and sorrows, which goes into being besieged, being cut off. In this administration, this presidential administration under Trump, devil. Okay, all right, you're going to find out, man. He's going to turn this place upside down so they can bring in the MOTB system. All right, so you're going to be stripped. Okay, if you are middle class, you're going to be in the poverty line. And all right, the poverty line is going to be a deep ditch. So you can fall as low as you want, bruh. As low as the Most High going to bring you. And you people are going to have no breath in you, no heart in you, no courage, no confidence. Okay, once you can't go get that face, your beard trimmed up and that hair done, and because you men are all into your looks, eyebrows trimmed, you got your nails, you get your nails done, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a lineup. You know, you walking around with long hair like a woman, no hair on your face. That's not masculine. The scriptures say that you got to have a beard on your face. You know, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. Yeah, the so-called white man gonna cut off the food distribution in this country and create a famine. He gonna send out more diseases, biological warfare in this place. That's what he did to the people who was on this land before America was here. Okay, the scriptures call him the noisome pestilence, man. You know, this is who this man was created to be. All right, and you people don't even know that. You think the so-called white man is your friend. He's taking care of you. He's the leader of the world. You need to take counsel from him. You listen to him. How can you be a man? You know, if anything, you're a HOMO. Okay, and they shall be in pain as women. See, that travaileth. So you men in America, you're gonna prove yourselves in these last days to be just like women. That travaileth, you know, like a woman is in birth pains. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Okay, but there was and we already read that the Most High is going to make his men like fine gold. But there's another scripture I want to get. Hold on. Every man with his hand on his knees, and then we're going to be out. 1 second. I think it's in Jeremiah. I see it every day. I see it every day. I ain't gonna tell you how, but even some of the toughest of you guys, man, it's all a show. Okay, it's kind of like the police. Like the police bank on people being afraid of them. You know, they already have an edge. You know, people are normally afraid to get rowdy with the police, but then you get those people that shit, they'll come off the top rope on the police and send the police back to the spirit realm. And a lot of times, you know, these guys, these cops that think like that, they get caught off guard. They're not on edge, you know, they're not on point enough because they think everybody's afraid of them. And they'll get caught slipping. They'll get caught lacking. Oh, I'm the police. I know this guy wouldn't do that. Dude, take out a gun and blow, you know. You see? Where is that at? Every man shall be as damn, man, how's it said? I think it's in Jeremiah 51. Let's see. 1 second. Just get that, man. Okay. All day, grown men in their 40s, 50s, 30s, sex playing. Okay. Sex playing is when you're acting gay. That's a normal thing in America, even in the LA County jail. You know, and see, most people don't want to do a bid in jail. They're not institutionalized. So you get these guys that don't mind going to jail. OK, and so they'll do shit that the average person wouldn't do. But then they're esteemed as being tough guys when all they did is just penitentiary chants. I mean, who don't want to delete somebody that deserved to be deleted? We all had those thoughts, but we don't move on it. But the guys that actually move on that impulse are nothing but a bunch of weak cowards, but they get exonerated for it because this country is built like that. You get rewarded, okay, spiritually for doing wickedness. You know, even though the dude will go to jail and do a bid, he's still honored like, oh, yeah, nigga, you did that. You know, so the things that's getting ready to come to the earth is going to expose all of that behavior. It's going to expose, even the mighty men. Because this is a cupcake Disney culture, man. Okay, you got to be politically correct. You can't tell people the truth. Women are women are in the power of authority. This is a matriarch. How can you be tough, okay, in a matriarch? Where women, okay, you got men that literally bow to women. That's a common thing, man. You know? Women are not supposed to give advice or counsel. A man is not supposed to take counsel from a woman. That's the other way around, but that's the common thing in this place. Okay? people in these other countries, they laugh at you Americans. For a while, these other countries during the time of the lockdowns and stuff, they were crying out for you Americans to stand up as a beacon of hope to the rest of the world. But you're last on the totem pole, you Americans. You don't stand up for shit, man. Okay? But let's get that. Where is that? One second. Because I want to end it with this scripture, man. Where is that at, man? Here it is. This is Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Yeah, when this shit go down, it ain't gonna be cool no more to be a gangster, to be on the Adam 22 podcast talking shit and banging your set. Because it's just gonna be just utter chaos out here. Everybody got guns. It's gonna be just death all around you. Getting your house broken into is gonna be a normal thing, man. Okay, you're able to dance around and bank on getting away, you know, with a lot of bullshit in this country right now. If you toting a gun, you can go out and do some shit, and more than likely, ain't nobody gonna get back at you like that, depending on who it is. So you can capitalize off that and call yourself a damn shooter. Okay? It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They become as women. They have burned their her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Yeah, the powers that be are already destroying this place from the inside out. Your bars mean like your hedge around the city. Their might hath failed. Where are the men not standing up to these wicked policies and the tyranny that we see? A lot of you don't even know because you're deceived. And that's a trait of a woman. All right, if you want to deal with one of these women, it's so easy. You just lie to them. You just tell them whatever. Men are initially smarter. Well, real men. A lot of you guys are not smarter than these women. Okay, if I wanted to, I could just use my mouth and tell a broad whatever the hell I want to tell her and get what I want out of her. Because women, they lead from emotion. Well, that's how you men are now. The truth will come out, and the first thing you say, go ask your woman. You go ask your goddamn woman, man. What the fuck do your woman know? You gossiping about other men to your woman. Bro, that's soft as hell, bro. That's a common thing in America, man. You soft, moist, westernized. I want to say the word, but I don't want them to mess my video up. You know? You FAGs. You FAGGOTs, man. Okay? So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out, man. Let me end it with this, though. You know? Yeah, they're forborne to fight. You're not going to fight shit. All right, when this thing go down and these militaries are off in the street, these mercenary groups like they show you in the Purge, you men ain't gonna do nothing but hide, man. Like I said, they remained in their holes. You gonna hide. There's gonna be certain people that try to get busy, but they're gonna go out in a blaze of glory and they're gonna get blazed. Okay, but that ain't gonna be the common, or especially when that famine set in, man. When that famine set in, you're gonna be too weak to do anything. Okay. And we're the watchmen. We know, all right, you people saying when or where. Oh, we got another 30 years. Yeah, I believe that, but it won't happen in our lifetime. Well, you just wait and see. That's the mindset of a woman anyway. How do you know? Oh, you just put it on the back burner. Oh, it ain't gonna happen in my lifetime. Bro, that's delusional as hell, bro. Okay, men investigate. Men study and search and observe things, man. Okay, we think logically, man. A woman will just, however she feels. Oh, I'm not happy. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like it. Make a whole, detrimental life choice off how she feel. Oh, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear negativity. That's you men today. You can't even save the village or your families because you're so goddamn weak. Even the immigrants that come from other countries, they come to America and turn weak and soft. I remember you so-called Latinos used to be low-key, used to be more scarier than you. You know, you're the Israelites. You used to be, you know, more tougher than you are now. Now you're just a bunch of clowns. You get on the job around these Mexicans, all they do is fucking giggle all day like a bunch of middle school girls, man. I'm talking about 30-year-old, 40-year-old men. Everything's a fucking joke. Just giggling all fucking day. That's not even a balance, bro. Like I said, I was in the LA County jail and all I saw was a bunch of it was you Latinos acting gay all day, grabbing each other butts and rods. Niggas with facial tattoos sitting on each other's laps playing like, oh, nigga, I was just joking, nigga. And then get out on the street and put on that front and have all the women. The women sitting around bragging about these guys, but these guys are in jail acting gay, humping each other. Bro, that's all I saw, bro. Among all of them, the shot callers, and I'm not putting dubs on it. I was surprised. I felt like the man, because I'm like, okay. These some bitch ass niggas. Now the Southern Kingdom wasn't doing that shit. You know? So let's end it with this. Okay? This is Isaiah 30 and 16. Okay? Because this is talking about, at the top of this chapter is talking about walking down to Egypt, which represents this current rulership. Okay, your president, okay, the powers that be, you're going to them for counsel, but you're not asking at the mouth of the Lord, which are his prophets. So this is going to be to the, all of these things that's going to come upon you is going to be to your own destruction and confusion. Because you're letting the powers that be enchant you and put you under hypnotism through the media and deceive you. When the whole time, okay, they're just giving you bread and circus and they're planning to slaughter you, okay, and bring you underneath the mark of the beast system. Okay, meanwhile, you got these guys on this video basking in their glory as if they have some type of glory. You ain't got no glory. Okay, there is no honor among this place anymore, bro. This place is out of here. This place is the laughing stock of the earth where women rule men. How about that, bro? That's a new thing in the earth, bro. Okay, but you've bowed down to it. So let's get this. This is Isaiah 30 and 16. But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses. And horses are known for power. Like if you're the type of guy, and speaking in the ancient world, which the ancient world was more valid than this modern shit, it was more official and substantial and authentic. And you had to be a real man. A lot of you men wouldn't even make it to adolescence in the ancient world because you're clowns. You'd have been taken out or casted or exiled from the village. Okay. You guys side with a matriarch. Okay. For we will flee upon horses. All right. So you think that, you got guns. You think that, we have this, we have that, Therefore shall ye flee. And we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. So, yeah, we got guns, we got this and that. Well, guess what? The powers that be, they got their own mercenary groups that got better technology. What you think these robots are about? Okay, they got AI killer drones. I be watching videos of those on YouTube. The pilots that fly those drones with bombs on them. I'm talking about little ones that have facial recognition they put in the code, give them your facial recognition, hence social media, and they'll show up at your door and blow your head up. Okay, therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. So whatever you got planned, whatever you think you got, okay, your enemies, okay, got worse. Like you got these weak ass guns, but okay, they're gonna bring out those dew weapons. Okay, those energy dew weapons, concentrated energy that'll fry you from the inside out, man. That'll melt you standing there, bro. They got sound wave guns. Okay, they're gonna bring out their robots, the little robotic technology they're showing you right now. Okay, these are the old versions. I was just watching before I did this lesson. I was just watching 2 robots boxing. programmed to box. One of them was bobbing and weaving, and the other one, the form was better than a lot of you men out here. Perfect form. 2 robots in China. I was literally watching that, and it made me think, damn. And they showing us the old shit. What about the shit that they really got that they're gonna bring out? Okay. They're gonna have you on surveillance. They're gonna force you to take that chip, and you're gonna be tracked and traced wherever you go. You're not gonna have the advantage. Okay, this is the time where you people should be coming up with something before they implement all of these. All right, they finalize all of these, these different moves they're trying to make. But hey, you're letting them establish the infrastructure to further enslave you people. Because all you want to do is party and have fun, bread and circus. Okay, you're nothing but a peon. Okay, you're a damn you're just a damn sheep cattle, man. That's it. Okay, it says yeah. So that was the point. But ye said no. So that's what this guy in the video is saying. Like, no, this is what we're gonna do. For we will flee upon horses. Because not even in the ancient world, in certain parts of history, if you had a horse, you was the man. Okay, and you can get up out of there. All right. Not everybody could have a horse. Where is that in Proverbs? It said, I've seen servants upon horses and kings pretty much on the ground, meaning that the people that are supposed to be servants in the earth, these Edomites, the so-called white man, is supposed to be a servant to us. He's supposed to be beneath us. Right now, he's on horses and we're on ground level. And they got a statue of, I believe that's Roosevelt. I don't remember where that's at. Where there's an actual statue. He's sitting on a horse. Then you have a Native American on one side, man, and then you have a Negro slave on the other side. That's a statue they got out there, which shows power, which represents power. You can look it up. Showing the so-called white man being over you tribes. Okay? But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee. And we will ride upon the swift, therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. What, you gonna get on a plane? You got your own private jet? Like what? I mean, these people got night vision, they got thermal seeking weapons. They could see you in the dark. They could see you hiding throughout walls. Okay, with 6G, they can use those frequencies to map you out. If you're in the house, wherever you at, you on the ground. Okay, because there's all type of frequencies they got out here, and they can actually tap into that if you're hiding somewhere. So, okay, anything you think you're going to flee upon, all right, the Lord got judgment coming towards you, man. You see? And that's why the average person don't want to hear the truth. So how in the hell you people think you fit for battle? You don't even want to hear the truth, man. You want to cover your ears to the truth. As if ignorance is bliss. You would think people would want to know if such dangers was coming their way. Okay. Isaiah 30:10, which say to the seers or the prophets, see not. And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits. That's what you say. You tell us, tell you smooth things you want to hear. Tell us lies. That's the attribute of a woman. Again, that's why we brought the scripture out in Jeremiah 51. Even the mighty men shall be as women. And it's not a diss to the woman, but hey, when trouble, you could take the most feminist, woman around that think that they got it. And when some gunshots pop off or even a fight break out, what do the women do? They start screaming. And you be like, damn, why is this bitch screaming? Shut the fuck up. Okay? They make the situation worse. She's screaming. It ain't even worthy to be screamed at. The motherfucker hiding under the desk. Push you in the way of traffic. Well, that's how you men are going to be. You're going to be worse than the women. You're going to be hiding behind your women. And I see it over and over again. You go to talk to a man, he send his woman to talk to you. Where they do that at, man? In the ancient world, bro, the woman you wouldn't even see a man's woman. She was in the house somewhere. You send your woman out to talk to some nigga, then she get blown away. Just everything's upside down, man. And that's years of enchantments and sorcery by the so-called white man, the biblical Edomite that you people love so damn much. It's going to be to your own destruction, man. Okay, who shall pity the charmer that is bitten by the serpent? Okay, you're charming a serpent. Believing and trusting in the so-called white man, the biblical Edomite, okay, is like charming a poisonous snake and then you get bit. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to say nothing. You shouldn't have been charming the goddamn snake. And we gotta tell you stupid people this when the whole track record is already laid out. You already know who you're dealing with. You people are stupid as hell, man. I'll never cease to continuously say how stupid the average person is, man. I don't even want to be standing next to you, man. You're so stupid, I want to get violent, man. You know? And it's okay to be ignorant, but you people, you don't even want to be told nothing. That's a very disgusting trait. So you're better off dead. If you can't learn nothing, okay, you can't be corrected. What are you alive for? Just eating up the food and breathing up the air. That's why the Lord said pride cometh before a fall, because when you get to the point of pride and you can't be told anything, the pride of life, okay, what are you good for? You're going to make yourself fall. That's kind of like a boxer. You know, he's doing well in the ring. You know, he got a 0 record. Now he kind of slacks on his training. You know, there's still some holes in his game. His trainer tries to tell him, all right, look, the competition is getting heavier. All right, but he think he got it. He can't be told nothing no more. Well, guess what? He's going to take a fall. He don't want to learn new things. He don't want to, okay, you know, all throughout life, you're going to learn until the day you die, right? You always can learn something. But you dumb, stupid American and you immigrants that come to America and you become Americanized, you're the dumbest people on earth. Can't even explain to you that a man and woman is the order between a man and a woman. There's all kind of debates against that, with that, you know? Yeah, man, so you can miss us with that, bro. And I'm going to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lord's willing, this was an edifying lesson. I had to get that one off because I'm sick of hearing you bitch ass niggas talk, bro. See, the time of talking is about to be over. You're going to have to be a real man. A lot of you will get socked and you won't do nothing. And you might do something against somebody you think, you know, is playing with you or, you know, another Disney character. All right, but when you look in a real man's eyes and you know he ain't playing with your ass, a lot of you niggas won't do shit. I see it over and over again, the biggest motherfuckers. I'm telling you. And I'm not saying that I'm the biggest and macho because the Lord said I created the wicked for the day of evil. It's always somebody bigger and badder. But if you're a man of the Lord, the Most High is the one that created the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, so literally you could be flawless in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Victorious, man. No matter what. Okay, look at David and Goliath. That literally happened. You know, you people so gone, man. I wouldn't even try to teach you nothing, man. And so with that, man, we're going to wrap it up. Shalom. Till next time. Shalom.